When you're in New Orleans, you simply can't miss its cemeteries, or cities of the dead. Now, you can learn a lot about a community by the way they honour their dead, and boy, do the people of New Orleans honour their dead.
Don't you hear the bells now ringing?
Nowhere else in America are there burial sites as fascinating as these. New Orleans is similar to Holland in that the city lies below sea level. As a result, coffins cannot be buried 6 feet under, because they'll simply float right back up to the surface again. So, in order to avoid the painful experience of seeing the coffin of a loved one floating in a grave, New Orleans dead are placed in very ornate tombs above the ground. As you can see, these tombs resemble miniature houses. Arranged in rows, the tombs collectively make up miniature cities. They even have their own street names.
We shall know no sin or sorrow in that heaven of tomorrow, when our hearts shall sail beyond the silvery sea. We shall only know the blessing of our fantasy caressing, when they bring the golden birds for you and me.
With over 40 of these cemeteries in New Orleans, it's no surprising that author Anne Rice, who's from here, was inspired to write her novel, Interview with a Vampire. Oh, and there's all that voodoo as well. And the place to come to find out all about voodoo is here, the Voodoo Museum. The Voodoo Museum is filled with many artifacts, potions and spells. If it's a souvenir you're after, this is the place to browse. Voodoo is a very ancient form of mysticism, which finds its roots in the religion and spiritualism of Africa. Because of New Orleans' rich cultural blend, the art of voodoo flourished and is now part of the city's fabric. When many people think of voodoo, they automatically think of these little guys, the voodoo dolls. And there are many varieties, and some very strange ones too. In order to find out more, I spoke with New Orleans' #1 expert, voodoo priest John Martin.
Voodoo comes from the word Voodoo, which means God the Creator. The religion dates 7000 BC out of Benin and Senegal. Now, New Orleans is the Creole voodoo. When the slaves were first brought to New Orleans, they were denied their old world religion and they were forced into Catholicism because that was the only legal religion in Louisiana. They soon realized they could substitute the names of the African Orishas for the similar Roman Catholic saints, and they did so, but they also enjoyed the pomp of the Roman Church and remained Roman Catholic as well. Thus you have the Creole voodoo of New Orleans.
A lot of people, when they think of voodoo, they get very frightened and they think of voodoo dolls, etc.
Well, that is partially because of Hollywood. The first thing of putting pins in the dolls, contrary to the Hollywood hype, it was the traiteur or the healer's method of medical record keeping. When you would go to the healer, they would pull your doll from the shelf, knew from where the pins were placed, what type of ailments you had, how you were treated, and when you were treated. It was not a torture thing as Hollywood would let you believe.
Well, there you have it. Sticking pins in dolls to cause pain to undesirable people doesn't work. Such a pity. Just look at all the fun I could have.